Time for my 141st John Carpenter game. Wants to be Millionaire, the Australian first edition for the DVD.
Right, you have 15 questions and 3 lifelines. The very best of luck. Let's play.
Okay.
Okay, for $100, here's question number 1.
Alright. 2003 was the 75th anniversary of Disney's introduction of which famous character? Mickey Rooney, Mickey Blue Eyes, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Spillane. That'd be Mickey Mouse.
Excellent. It's the right answer. Have a look at question number 2. It's worth $200.
Okay. I think that's unattractive to look at. It's called an eye. Hurt, pain, sore. That'd be an eyesore.
That's the right answer. It's going well so far. Here's question number 3. It's worth $300.
All-proof 1982 in New South Wales, the XPT stands for Express Passenger Train, Transit, Truck, Tram. Hashtag Grace of Life!
No problems there. It's correct. Remember, a wrong answer here, and you will leave with nothing. Sure, that won't happen. Question number 4.
Okay. Which game would you not normally play at a casino? Bocce, craps, baccarat, blackjack. That'd be bocce.
It's absolutely correct.
Yeah, bocce I think
Well
is
done.
it's a billiards game actually, or something similar to that.
Get the next question correct, and you will leave with at least $1,000. Good luck. Here comes question number 5.
Alright. A box office smash in 1999 was the horror film The What Witch Project. Wicked, White, Blair, Teenage. That'd be the Blair Witch Project.
Congratulations. That's the right answer. You've reached the first milestone. That's $1,000. Have a look at question 6. Double your money to $2,000.
Okay.
Which daytime TV personality hosts a very influential book club? Oprah Winfrey, Ricky Lake, Jerry Springer, Denise
That'd be
Schuyler.
Oprah.
Very good, no problem at all. Here comes a question. 7 out of a possible 15. It's worth $4,000. Good luck. What would you do with a Roy Lichtenstein? Hang it on a wall, play music with it, drive it.
You would hang a Roy Lichtenstein painting.
Of course it is. That's the right answer. Okay, if you choose the right answer to the next question, you can double your money to $8,000. Let's have a look at question 8 of 15. Which of these cricketers has been Australian of the Year? Mark Taylor, Shane Warne, Mark Waugh.
That'd be a Mark Taylor. I think that was the year he had his 330. I think it was the 334 now he did against, I believe it was India actually.
The jumps are starting to get a lot bigger now. Here is question 9 for a possible $16,000. Which world famous horse race was won by Make Me Diva in 2003? Kentucky Derby, Melbourne Cup, Epsom Derby, Grand
That'd be
National.
the Melbourne Cup.
Of course it is. That's the right answer. Okay, this is where the drops start to get steeper. Get the next question wrong and you lose $15,000. Get it right and you win $32,000 guaranteed.
Okay.
Which tennis player won a 20th Wimbledon title in 2003? Sampras, Navratilova, McEnroe.
To be a Martina Navratilova. Indeed, it was a mixed doubles that year with one of the best mixed doubles players on the men's side, Leander
Well played.
Pais from
You're
India. And
absolutely right.
the person Navratilova tied was Billie Jean King, and I believe it was Billie Jean King's 20th and final limited title, which was Martina Navratilova's first.
Question number 11 is worth $64,000. You would still walk away with $32,000 even if you get it wrong. Let's hope you don't. Arnhem Land is Australia's largest what? Artesian basin, desert plateau, national park, Aboriginal
That'd be
reserve.
an Aboriginal reserve.
Of course it is. That's the right answer. The next question is worth a whopping $125,000. It's number 12 of 15. Take your time. It's a lot of money. The 1980s War of the Cities involved Baghdad and which other capital? Tehran, Beirut, Kuwait City, Jerusalem.
That'd be Baghdad and Tehran.
Absolutely spot on. Well done. Right, now just relax and take your time. The next question is number 13 of a possible 15. If you answer and you're wrong, you will drop back to $52,000. Here's the question for $250,000.
Okay.
When did Australia reduce the minimum federal voting age from 21 to 18? 1973, 1971, 1969,
Be
1975.
73 when they reduced it. 2 years after we reduced it in 71.
Well played.
This question doesn't pop up too frequently, so. But again, at least I did know that one, so.
This is getting very, very serious.
I think of the number 2 questions I had. There's one, I think it's the carbon dating ones for 500,000, which is by far the worst. I think I've only had that in one game actually.
Have a look
So
at question number 14 and think very carefully about what you want to do.
okay.
A notorious radioactive element present in nuclear fallout is the isotope strontium what? 60, 90, 40.
That'd be strontium 90.
No problem.
That's for this one because it's 1 in 20 odds currently. I will say for this one, I'll go
Fantastic. You've played a brilliant game so far.
the guy
You now
hop
have
hosses, which would be
$500,000,
James Lovelock.
But we would really like to give you $1 million. Take as long as you need. Here comes
Okay.
the $1 million question. A Balthazar is a wine bottle of the equivalent of how many standard bottles? 10, 12, 8.
That'd be 16. A wine bottle is 750 milliliters, and a Balthazar is a 12-liter box, actually. Again, I know the term process is going to be all over me because I use the metric system, even though I live in a country that uses the imperial system.
That's the right answer. Fantastic.
Yeah, when you play these 4 games a lot, you get so indoctrinated with the metric
What a
system.
tremendous game. All 15 questions answered correctly. Well done. You are a virtual millionaire.
Whew.
Well done, and thank you for playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
That being said, thanks for watching.